Morning, afternoon, and evening. Welcome to another daily devotional with MBS Connect on the daily walk through Proverbs for men. And today is day two. Hopefully, you guys saw some great encouragement with day one. And day two, we're actually going to take another look at another scripture of Proverbs as well as a topic that will hopefully encourage you as it has encouraged me. The actual title for day two is The Power of Prayer. And our lead verse actually comes from James, verse 5, and chapter 5, verses 16. The intense prayer of the righteous is very powerful. That's James 5, verses 16. And the actual daily walk is starting off with the power of prayer. These words are so familiar, yet sometimes we forget what they mean. Prayer is a powerful tool for communicating with our Creator. It is an opportunity to commune with the giver of all things good. And I think sometimes we forget or we don't truly understand what prayer is all about. And sometimes we make prayer all one way communication or a monologue versus a dialogue. And I think to truly have a successful prayer life, that it truly has to be a dialogue between you and the Creator. That way, it's not that you're always coming with all your issues, but you're also seeking answers or seeking God's voice so you can then, apply that to help you be successful in whatever it is or to get you through whatever issue that you may be going through. So remember, it's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. Also, prayer helps us find strength for today and hope for tomorrow. Prayer is not a thing to be taken lightly or to be used infrequently. It's funny because my father always used to tell me growing up that we should walk and talk with God every day, all the time. And he always give me examples of how, whether he's out in the garden, at work, in the house alone or whatever, that he's walking and he's talking with God. And I think that was a great example. When I was younger, I didn't truly connect the dots, but now as I'm getting much older, I'm starting to understand what he was trying to hint to as far as walking and talking with God each day. So not being infrequent, those 911 calls where you're in desperate need or you need a Hail Mary from God, but to constantly, just whether it's big or small, walking and talking with God. The quality of your spiritual life will be in direct proportion to the quality of your prayer life. Prayer changes things and it changes you. Today, instead of turning things over in your mind, turn them over to God in prayer. Instead of worrying about your next decision, ask God to lead the way. Prayer constantly about things great and small. God is listening and he wants to hear from you now. So that's just pretty much saying, man, instead of, always trying to keep control and trying to be, I know as men, we always want to have control of everything. Here is okay. In your prayer life, it's okay to lose control. Just give it up. Just give it over to God. He wants to hear from you, whether it's big or small. Please just give it up. And for our quote coming from Andrew Murray, it says, where there is much prayer, there will be much of the Spirit. Where there is much of the Spirit, there will be ever increasing power. So there's power in prayer. There's power in having a frequent and a nice, fulfilling prayer life, to have that dialogue with our Creator, to lose control and turn things over to the Creator versus trying to keep control of everything and having to deal and struggle through things. Another way to think of prayer is to think of processing your issues with God. So processing your issues, even if you're not losing control, being able to work things through, talk things over, to really question, to seek insight, so processing your issues with God is a great way to think of your prayer life. So our daily walk with Proverbs verse come from Proverbs 12 verses 11. And it's, the one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies lacks sense. Good word for thought, good proverbs, good words for the wise. So with that, hopefully you guys find some insight. Again, I'm going to be doing these daily. This is day two, and that was the power of prayer. Tomorrow we'll do day three, counting your blessings. So with that, hopefully you guys have a great day. And until I see you again, peace.